Number 7. The leech collector. Ah yes, the good old days when medical treatment involved applying slimy blood-sucking parasites to your body. Someone had to collect those leeches, and unfortunately, that someone was usually a poor person who really needed the money. The most common method for leech collection was called leech gathering, which involved wading into swamps, ponds, and marshes with your bare legs exposed, then just standing there and waiting for leeches to attach themselves to you. Once you were sufficiently covered in blood-sucking parasites, you'd carefully remove them one by one and drop them into a container. Now you might be thinking, well, at least it's just leeches, right? Wrong. These collectors would often end up with dozens of leeches attached to their legs at once, and removing them improperly could cause serious bleeding or infection. Plus, they were working in stagnant water that was basically a breeding ground for every waterborne disease you can imagine. But wait, there's more. Some leech collectors would use horses or cattle as bait instead of their own legs. They'd lead the animals into leech-infested waters, and then spend hours picking leeches off of terrified, bleeding livestock. The animals would often become so weak from blood loss that they'd collapse, and sometimes the collectors would have to choose between saving the animal or saving their day's worth of leeches. The really dedicated collectors would even breed leeches in their own homes, keeping them in containers filled with, well, let's just say the leeches needed to be fed regularly, and blood doesn't stay fresh for very long. Imagine having house guests over and having to explain why your living room smells like a butcher shop